Still waiting for that bus from Tuguegarao.
Been here now for an hour. The last bus that passed by was at 8 o'clock. So it's 10:45 now.
Right, almost 3 hours since the last bus. We're left here on this bench with our doubts. Oh, welcome to our digs at the Rinnovati Hotel here in Pagudpud. Actually, down by the beach, a little bit distant from Pagudpud at South Beach, which is where a lot of the hotels and the resorts are. I love this room. We'll do a little walk around later. I want to talk about the day and our situation here. First of all, look at this. Biggest mirror we've ever had in a hotel room. This hotel room, we have 2 beds, which is great. We use 1 bed for sleeping. We use 1 bed for getting our gear together. This is our semi-organized chaos. It's organized to us, makes sense to us. It's how we travel around from town to town. We're doing this for almost 3 months, so we have a little bit of a routine. We always set up a charging station, which once again makes sense to us. This is our charging station at the Rinnovati Hotel. Got lots of squares to plug in our various wires and cables to charge up our phones. I carry 2 phones, my phone from home, my phone with the Philippine SIM card, also various battery chargers there just to keep us all running. This little device I picked up in the Philippines a few years back. It's a little water boiler and it keeps us in coffee, but also, just as important, it keeps us in hot water, so when we're doing the tabo showers, we can put in hot water, boiling hot water from that, and it'll bring the temperature up, not so you have a hot shower, but so you don't have a nice cold shower. It makes life a lot more pleasant. Over here, I'm always looking to find a computer station to stay in touch with the people here in the Philippines, at our home in the Philippines, in Bayanan, but also at home in Vancouver, and also to produce these little videos. So I always set up a little computer station, and this is a pretty typical one. The other thing that we rely on a lot, as we might have noticed, we always head down to the market and load up on fruit. And sort of central to that are bananas, but also oranges and just whatever we can find. Now, this time we found really cool little pakwan, which is watermelon. Little watermelon that we picked up, really sweet, really nice. And then we found that kind of strange grapefruit, which is super big on the outside and super little on the inside. Anyway, we're always picking up various fruits, some of which you can only find in Southeast Asia. It really is central to our diet. We carry little coffee sticks, some from home, some from here. This is the kind that we bring from home. We bring a little package of sticks, actually a big package of sticks from Starbucks, but also there's another stick we call Black Stick, which is the local black coffee. In addition, we're also picking up pandesal, or when we can't pick up pandesal, some kind of bread rolls, and this delicious cheese. It sure tastes good. I don't know what it's made out of, but it doesn't need refrigeration. It goes great with pandesal and some random fruit, so that keeps us operating. Our bags, I did a little piece on wrestling my bag, and Cristina also has a roller bag. Where's Cristina's roller bag? There it is right there. So we have roller bags that we also lug over various gravel stretches of roads and the like. Here's the coffee boiler going. I love this coffee boiler because it's about as basic and as light as you can get, and yet it still does the job. It's held up for a number of years now, but it's almost like camping, a camping pot with a little heater on the bottom. Just love this thing for this purpose. So it doesn't take hardly any weight in the backpack. There it is. That's my coffee, and like I say, nothing fancy. Turn it off and on. You just unplug it. Eden cheese, one of our mainstays, comes out in a little foil pack, and just pull out the foil. Cut yourself off a slice of foil with cheese inside. Peel off the foil. Put in your cheese. Grab yourself a teeny tiny little mini banana, a señorita banana. Oh, and it's time for breakfast. Oh yeah, so good. And Eden cheese. and hot coffee. And smile.
Watermelon. It's not seedless, but it's really good.
Pakwan. Pakwan.
Yeah.
Watermelon. Pakwan. Another one of my Tagalog words that I have. Pakwan means
Watermelon. Yellow. Wow. Nice, huh?
and super sweet and delicious and small. Backpacker size watermelon. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've cleaned up the room a little bit. We're getting ready to leave the Hotel Rinnovati here on Sod Beach outside of Pagudpud. It was a great stay. Just, man, palm trees along a beautiful beach. Oh, just amazing. Gorgeous, gorgeous place. But now a little bit about the hotel where we stayed as we enjoyed the terrific surroundings of this area. The Hotel Rinnovati, $50 a night, which qualifies it as a cheap hotel. We stayed here for 3 nights. As time wore on in this hotel, it felt more and more like just a great beach place to come and stay. One of the things I really enjoyed was the rules are very relaxed compared to a couple of our last stays. Just simple stuff. Don't smoke in the hotel. Nothing in the rules about boiling our water or eating in the room. So that was great because we like to eat fruit and make sandwiches and stuff in there. So that was really enjoyable. It made it feel more like a beach accommodation. The Wi-Fi was so-so, but we've come to expect that. In the washroom, everything worked in the washroom. Hotel Rinnovati really gives you a lot of mirrors, including a nice mirror over the sink. That's so important when you're living on the road for as long as us as you try to get your stuff done. It's essentially a tabo shower. There's your tabo right there, and your bucket and your tabo. There it is. And so basically you fill up your bucket, scoop your water, and that's your shower system here. And then combined with our water boiler, just take the edge off the cold water. This was a great washroom to get washed up in. Lots of tables in our room in our $50 room at the Rinnovati Hotel. I use this as a computer station. This table has a charging station, handy little stools that you can move around. And then we use this as our kind of kitchen table where we put all our fruit and stuff. So really, really handy. We got 2 big beds in our room, which was bonus. 1 bed to arrange all our stuff on, 1 bed to sleep on. That was really handy. The aircon, we hardly used it all. We're right in the northern part of Luzon, right on the northern coast of Luzon. A little cooler here, certainly a lot breezier. So we didn't actually use the aircon that much, hardly at all. It is the older fashioned kind that you can't really, it has a couple of settings. Not too loud, this one, but still not as nice as those ones that sit high up on the wall. But still, works just fine. We got it turned on right now just to cool the room a little bit. Plugins, only 2 plugins that we could find in this room, and they situate right there. That's why we bring extension cord and additional plugins on a couple of short extension cords. So we have 1 long, 2 short, and so these 2 plugins worked well. And the reason they worked well is the ample table space in this room. So that really worked well for us. That's what I got to say about this place. I liked it. It reminded me when I was a kid staying at Crescent Beach, some of the places we stayed at, just comfortable and homey. Has a restaurant attached to it. Cristina, I'm sure, has an opinion that we all want to hear. How would you say?
1.5. Good stay.
1.5 thumbs. You got that, right? 1.5 thumbs.
Yeah, and the staff are great. It needs a little bit of cleaning, but otherwise it's good. It's a good stay. It's a good stay. That's all I can say. A good stay. Good.
Well, there's other issues in the area too. The Hotel Rinnovati is located in a, how can I say, in a tourist resort area, low-key resorts. But it means the food scene's a little bit different. For instance, you have to take a motorcycle taxi trip out of the community to find the market, to get fruit. Also, the carinderias were a little, not difficult, but a little more difficult to find because the resort restaurants, as you would expect, are more expensive. So it just takes a little bit of moving around, but you can find carinderias, nice little family-run places with amazing food. We've got one where we got beautiful ocean fish. It just takes a little bit moving around to figure it out. It's laid, as you might expect, it's put together different than a typical Philippine town, right? You're in a resort area. In the same way that Subic is put together different, this place is not Subic. It's much more homey and rural than Subic, but it's still put together different. Would you agree, Cristina?
Yep. You have to take a taxi, a tricycle, to go to the market. From the market, you have to take another tricycle to go to the main center of the town. But it's so quiet. It's really quiet. Very rural, right? Nice walk, nice people, nice. Everything is great.
So if you take Pagudpud and this area, Sad Beach, for what it is, you get a tremendous opportunity to walk through rural areas and just be around people going about their everyday business. Wow, we visited this country church and hung out with the families running the restaurants. It was a great opportunity to be in a place, even though it's based on tourism here, the whole surrounding is actually really rural and really enjoyable.
Yeah, very rural.
So today is going to be a challenging day, an exciting day. It could be the best day of the trip or the worst day of the trip. We don't actually know the bus schedule. We don't even know if we can get to our next town, to Gigarau, which is if we did a straight bus trip, it'd be 6 hours, so a long trip. But our mission is to go out on the highway and flag down buses in the hopes that one could take us to Gigarau. And because that's not uncertain enough, added in is the first day of rain we've had here in the Philippines. So that's why we put on our raincoats while I'm wearing a swimming shirt, because besides flagging down random buses, if they show up, we're all suited up for rain. So let's see how it goes on our bus, hopefully our bus, or buses, or vans, or whatever, to Gigarau. We just don't know.
Pinalapit ko na nga sa kapatid. Pinapin ko yung Cebu. Waiting advice na.
Waiting for the bus to Gigarau feels a bit like home with all the rain, but it's warm.
Hello, shower, right? Windy, much windy. You don't really need this.
We don't know when the bus is going to come, but we heard it's semi-frequent. And we heard there is a bus to Gigarau, so that's hopeful news. And there's people traveling to Gigarau here, so we're starting to feel pretty good, actually, about our plan succeeding. Still waiting for that bus from Tuguegarao.
Yeah. Been here now for an hour.
Cristina figures we've been here for an hour. That sounds about right.
Yeah. The last bus that passed by was at 8 o'clock. So it's 10:45 now.
Right, almost 3 hours since the last bus. We're left here on this bench with our doubts.
Yes.
At least we have a route.
There is a market behind us. We can't even go.
Yeah,
Just in case.
can almost smell the coffee.
Can't
Almost.
go.
But you know, as soon as you go,
The bus is here.
the bus will come.
Yes. Yes.
On the bus to Gigarau, Cristina and I kind of spread over the bus. Packed bus. Well, at least we're on it. We started out standing room only. Now I have a seat. I think we're gonna make it to Gigarau by this afternoon. Christine and I have folded ourselves in with our packs. There's my pack. It's okay, Christina. It's all good. We're on the bus. And we're not on the road anymore. Christina has squirreled away foods.
But you cannot reach it.
If you can't reach it, it doesn't count when you're squished on the bus.
Oh, I don't know. This empanada is still good, I think.
A wet, breezy day here on the north coast. Right, Christina? Plus, we're dealing with aircon. There shouldn't be aircon. So in this bus, it's a cold, wet, windy day. Banana chips. Oh, wow. Ah. They are crunchy. Keep you alive on the bus, on a long bus trip. I think we've made it to Gigarau. Six o'clock.
That's a long flight. It's not a flight, it's a Jesus.
Okay, let's go. We are in Gigarau on the motorcycle taxi. The motorcycle taxis into Gigarau are enclosed